Right folks, this is Need for Speed 3 on the PS1. It's being played on a Need for Speed Mini. Now, this is being played on PlayStation Classic. Now, this is the third iteration of Need for Speed. So Need for Speed 3, they call it Hot Pursuit. And Need for Speed, for some of you who didn't know, was first came out on the 3DO console, and I had that game and it was brilliant. And this is PlayStation's third attempt. So what they've done all the way along is they've kind of tinkered the graphics. Both are 32-bit consoles, so the power of the PlayStation is a bit more than the 3DO. The pop-up is less. But the one thing that they've done that isn't a benefit on here is on the 3DO you used to play the racing and there would be loads of police cars on here. I'm probably going to come across some in a minute. Loads of police cars on here. But also you were racing against Mr. Angry. And racing against Mr. Angry was absolutely mental fun, because what they used to do is the 3DO was one of the first machines that made use of video CD. And what they used to do is show these little video CD clips of Mr. Angry shouting abuse at you. He'd be driving a red Ferrari, you'd be driving whatever you chose to ride, and then at the end, if you beat him, he would be cussing at you. And it was really, really good fun. Now, at the moment, of course, although I'm racing a car, I don't know if I'm beating him. I'm on lap 1 of 2. You can have full grids on here, so they've extended the kind of gameplay options, but that doesn't mean necessarily that they've improved the game. And I'm on the final lap now. The way the game handles is absolutely streets ahead of the 3DO. Still on a digital, on a D-pad, directional pad, but they've made the controls better because they're slightly more progressive. So the longer you hold down, the more rapid, the more harsh the turn becomes. So you can fettle more easily on the controller than you could back in the 3DO day, and it handles better. But you're not playing against Mr. Angry, and there aren't the police trying to get you. So come back with any feedback, what you think on this game, folks. And it looks pretty good. It looks okay. It could be better. It could be better. Hit a sign there. It could be better, but this is back in the day. So it gets a 3-star rating for me. It's better than the 3DO version in many, many ways. But I'm not racing my old enemy, my old pal, and I miss that. So that is, if they had that, the game would be as good as the 3DO version. They haven't got that, so I would call it even Stevens. Better in some ways, not so good in the other. That's Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. I could be saying it all wrong. Maybe Mr. Angry will appear at the end, and we shall see. Or Need for Speed 3, yep, on the PlayStation 1. Please like and subscribe, and tell me what you want me to play next for you.
That's your best lap. You placed last.
I quite like that side of things, folks. That's quite nice. But Ice, as they called it, he wasn't giving me abuse. Catch you guys on the flip side. On the racing, smashing flip side. I couldn't have said it better myself.